Hello, Captains. This is the Doctor. Today we are embarking on a brand new journey. Pretty much, it's just like that. We have finished all the core missions of Star Trek Online now. The Klingon War, the Wasteland, Romulans, Cardassians, Borg, Breen, even the Solanae Dyson Sphere. We are now moving into the latter parts of Star Trek Online. We are going to be starting the Delta Quadrant today, and the Delta Quadrant itself was an entire expansion of Star Trek Online, much like the new Romulus expansion was. The Delta Quadrant missions are numerous. As you can see, there's a lot, and it's actually more involved than even this shows, because there are things like patrols, and lots of patrols, and lots of patrols. You will be seeing lots of patrols in the Delta Quadrant. There is the entire Kobali homeworld missions. Once you get to the Kobali homeworld, you are able to actually do a series of missions and content on the world that has its own storyline. It is really, really in-depth. So there's going to be a lot to do. We're going to be in the Delta Quadrant for quite a while before we even get to the Iconian stuff. So prepare yourself, because you're in it for the long haul. These are some very long missions, but they are good missions. And the rewards are not that incredible, but once we get into the Iconian stuff, that's where the rewards will pick up, and they will be a lot better. Until then, just kind of like basic rewards, armor, shields, weaponry, stuff like that for the Delta Quadrant rewards. There are a couple of unique things we'll pick up along the way, maybe some VOD War weapons and so forth, but it's all, not that great. Okay, anyway, moving on. The first thing we're going to do is this thing called Escalation, which is going to introduce us to the Delta Quadrant. And then the actual first mission, which we're going to play today, is called Mindscape. So I know I said in a previous video we were done with the Undine and we wouldn't see them ever again. Well, we are actually going to see them once more. I forgot about Mindscape. This will be the last Undine mission we have. After this, no more Undine missions. So let's get to it. Explore the Delta Quadrant. The activation of the gateway at the heart of the Solanae Dyson Sphere has given us access to another Dyson Sphere, originally found near the Janolan system, that is now located deep in the Delta Quadrant. The Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Empire have put aside their differences in order to unite against common enemies, but they need skilled captains and crews willing to join the fight. Travel through the gateway and contact Delta Command once you reach the Janolan Dyson Sphere in the Delta Quadrant. So, we've also hit another milestone in Star Trek Online, and that is that the year has changed. We have moved from 2409, we are now in 2410 as of Surface Tension, the last mission we played. And the Klingons, the Romulans, and the Federation have come together in a joint venture against the Iconians, basically. So that is what develops throughout the Delta Quadrant and then the Iconian missions. So, very cool stuff. So here we are at the gateway. And we will travel to the Delta Quadrant via the Janolan Dyson Sphere. Cutscene. Well, there will be a cutscene. Incoming hail from Voyager. On screen.
Welcome to the Janolan Dyson Sphere. The situation in the Delta Quadrant is continuing to develop. We will need the assistance of all our allies to stay ahead of it.
Thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to serving with you. Beam to Delta Quadrant Command. Report to Commander Burgess, who is apparently not in this room. So we are now in the Janolan Dyson Sphere in the Delta Quadrant. This was our little introduction here to the Delta Quadrant before we begin the first mission. Before we talk to Burgess, let's talk to everybody here. Let's talk to Mina. I'm watching a dozen situations as they develop, but I don't have anything specific for you at this time. Who are you? You can call me Mina. Normally I like to stay in the shadows, Admiral, but what's going on here is important enough that I think I need to see it for myself. I've been in the intelligence game for a long time. I was Tal Shiar back before the destruction of the homeworld, back when that meant something. We weren't just sealess thugs. We were doing the work needed to keep our empire running. I didn't fit in with the new regime after we lost Romulus. I knew Hakiv was playing a bigger game, and I tried to call him on it. Then he pulled some strings and got me sent away. I've heard the rumors. I know that some people think my time in deep cover affected my mind, and it did, but not in the way that they think. Getting away from Hakiv and Sela gave me time to think, to see what we were doing was wrong, so I left. And I've been with Datan ever since. Datan is a great man, but he's a man of peace. There's certain situations that he's not equipped to deal with. I handle those, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect the Romulan people. Okay, now let's talk to Galera. Who are you? I suppose you would say I'm one of Cayman's orphans. My father is Klingon, my mother is from Bajor. It was an explosive relationship, and it didn't last long. I spent my childhood on transport ships, traveling between two worlds and belonging in neither of them. All I wanted was to disappear. I tried archaeology, thinking the past would be a good place to lose myself. Then I joined a colony expedition that ended because of the war. Then I became a volunteer in the refugee camps, and then a writer. It was useless. That's when Cayman found me. He gave me a purpose. More importantly, he gave me something to belong to. We're all outsiders in Klingon intelligence. If we were warriors, we'd be on a warship, but that doesn't mean that the work we do isn't meaningful. This is the Delta Quadrant, Admiral. We're all outsiders here. So the Romulan and the Klingon representative. Okay, let's talk to Burgess. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. It's literally that simple. That completes our first little introduction just to get us here to the command center. Well, Sean, what do you have to report? My name is Ray Sahen. Officially, I serve under Commander Mina as part of Republic Intelligence as a Class 6 analyst. Unofficially, however, let's say that there are certain tasks that need to be done, and it takes people of a certain mindset to be able to do them. But I'm not Tal Shiar. I'm loyal to my people and the Alliance, not to subspace aliens or the Iconians. I might need your help with some off-the-record operations. Come back later, and I'll tell you what she's got, basically. Cool. So we will be seeing more of her. This is an open zone, I think. So there are other players here as well. Just a place to congregate. You've got the exchange here. You've got just basic stuff you need to, you know, live your life in the Delta Quadrant, I guess. You've got your bank access, more exchange. You got mail access. So you got everything you need here. Alright, but we are actually going to now start the first mission called Mindscape. Let me just see what's up here real quick. Just noticed all this. Ship equipment, so you can do ship stuff here too. Ship selector, customized starship, ship selector, shuttle requisition. So you've got everything here basically that you would have at ESD or DS9. This way you don't have to travel all the way back to Earth to make big changes. You can do them here while you're in the Delta Quadrant. Customized clothing. And away team equipment. So yeah. Okay. Let's start the first mission. And by the way, we are very close to 55. Level 55. Look at this. Just a tiny bit to go. I know I have an Admiralty to turn in, but if I turned it in, I think that would go ahead and... No, it's a failure. So no, it wouldn't level us up. Okay. Well, anyway. We are very close to 55, so after this mission we will definitely hit 55, which is going to get us to Starfleet Admiral status, and we get a bridge officer. I'll make sure to do that promotion and everything once this mission is over. So Delta Quadrant, let's do Mindscape. This is the very first mission of the Delta Quadrant. Admiral Tuvok needs your assistance once more. Meld with him and confront the Undine.
Admiral Tuvok has requested that you meet Voyager in the Solarian system. I believe he requires your assistance with a personal issue. While you're there, you should be able to get a briefing on the current state of the Delta Quadrant.
Rendezvous with Voyager in the Solarian system. And our reward is going to be a fluidic anti-proton assault dense beam Mark 13 weapon. Okay, so basically we just have to go back to our ship and go to the Delta Quadrant, exit the Janolan Dyson Sphere, basically. We want to exit Janolan Dyson Sphere. Cutscene. Almost like a Voyager intro.
It's been 32 years since Voyager finished its journey.
We thought we had left the Delta Quadrant behind us.
We were wrong.
The gateways to the Quadrant are open.
And the choices we made have long-lasting effects. Now, we will help the friends we left behind.
And fight the rising darkness.
Voyager's first trip through the Delta Quadrant was a solitary one.
We must return to set things right.
This time, we must unite to survive.
Well, there you go, everybody. An introduction to Delta Rising. Accolade complete, Janeway's Legacy. So there you go. Basically, we are now in the Delta Quadrant. As you can see, a whole new quadrant of space to explore. Lots of missions, lots of patrols, lots of good things to do. We're going here today. Obviously, this series of the game now takes place after Voyager, and relies totally on the Voyager series of Star Trek. So if you've never seen Voyager at all of this stuff will be unfamiliar to you. But if you have seen Voyager, then all of this stuff will be familiar to you. I do recommend watching Voyager before playing the series, because it'll make a lot more sense, and you'll be like, oh, those aliens, I remember them, I remember what they did and all that stuff. So this takes place after all of that, 32 years after. So obviously things have changed since then, and it's nice to see where everyone has come to and what has happened over time. Also, all the voice actors, all the original actors who played on Voyager, the cast, are the voice actors for their characters in this game, in this series. So that makes this, again, just extremely unique. And kind of like playing an actual episode of Star Trek is what you're doing, and it's pretty fun. Okay, let's go to this system here. There's Voyager, and here's our ship.
Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
It's the USS Voyager, the same ship. Just 32 years later. Cool, let's talk to Lieutenant Commander Venzil.
Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again. Between doomsday devices and the Delta Quadrant, it looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Venzil, I hadn't expected to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey, I'm the perfect person to handle joint operations with the Klingons out here in the Delta Quadrant. I even got a promotion, as you can see.
Can you fill me in a bit more on what's been going on here?
What would you like to know?
Alright, do you know why Admiral Tuvok requested me?
The Admiral is trying to track down Dr. Cooper. He thinks that Cooper is the key to this conflict with the Undine. He hasn't explained why yet, but he says that your assistance is crucial. What would you like to know?
What's the situation in the Delta Quadrant?
Unstable, but not totally out of control. The Borg have suffered setbacks on multiple fronts. They're being pressed hard by the Voth, the Undine, and various liberated elements. The Voth are mostly bottled up in their home space and in the Solanae Dyson sphere. We've established some connections with a few of the locals, such as the Kobali and the Talaxians. Of course, there are still troublemakers out here. The Kazon, the Hirogen, the Malon, and there's a new power player we're very concerned about. Whoever they are, they're picking off systems left and right. Even the Krenim weren't a match for them. We need to find out who they are and what they want. What would you like to know?
So there's a new power threat. Why bring Voyager out here? This ship is 30 years old. I mean, that's a good point.
Voyager spent 7 years in the Delta Quadrant, and during that time many of her systems were optimized to deal with the hazards out here. This old girl's still got a few tricks.
Okay.
Besides, Admiral Tuvok specifically brought Voyager out for this mission, and what the Admiral wants, the Admiral gets.
The second part makes a lot more sense because in regard to the first part here, all the aliens in this part of space have had 32 years to also advance. So I would say Voyager is probably a little behind the times. But that's just me.
What would you like to know?
Let's go. Oh, she's going to jump. Oh, she's going to do
Sorry we don't have time for a tour,
jumping jacks.
but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Okay, let's go to the bridge. Here we are, guys. Well, she likes to jump.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Very jumpy today, isn't she? Jeez. Anyway, here's the bridge, everybody. I've always thought that view screen was a little too small, and now looking at it here, that is a tiny view screen. I don't know what it is with Star Trek and small view screens. Enterprise had a pretty big view screen, but if I'm going to design a starship, I'm going to make the view screen like, you know, huge. Like the whole wall. Okay, Tuvok, what are you up to?
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
What's going on?
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely.
Uh-oh.
I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
You must be under a great amount of stress.
What else do you need to know?
What do you need me to do?
I have been able to deflect Cooper's attacks thus far, but I require assistance to repel him and gain any useful information. I propose initiating a Vulcan mind meld through which you will be able to enter my mind and aid me against Cooper. What else do you need to know?
Oh, that sounds dangerous. Wouldn't it be better to seek the aid of a psionic master?
Your prior experiences with Cooper should allow your subconscious mind to hone in on him. An outsider who has never encountered him before would have no such connection and could never hope to find him. What else do you
whatever.
need to know?
All right, let's try this thing. It does sound a bit dangerous, though. Let's mind meld.
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Okay. I need to update my uniform. Somebody mentioned that in the comments, and you are absolutely correct. I need to look at my options on costuming. Anyway, here I am in Tuvok's mind. This can't go well. There's no sign of Tuvok or anything else. It looks like I'm alone in the Mindscape. Ooh, Mindscape, get it? Door no worky. This console is locked out. Activate EMH.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Hello, Doctor.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
I seem to be confined to sickbay. Can you override the door for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
I'm fine. I need to get to engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay. You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
But, Doctor... Oh, we're gonna fight, huh? I win.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal. The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
So I need to liberate you from your ready room?
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
Understood. Sure.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering.
The Omega symbol is everywhere. The Omega Directive is a set of regulations automatically activated when the ship encounters Omega particles, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we know all that. Unable to comply. Okay, so, yeah. The ship is on Omega status, apparently. Whoa, hello.
Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kintha's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's go to engineering. It's a little creepy, actually.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
Sure. Up. That's a nice trick.
The Mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
I see. It's just a painting picture of the hallway being extended. Good job, though. I mean, it looks kind of real. I can see now where the separation is when you look right at it, but from a distance, that's kind of cool. Alright. Warp core. Head to the warp core.
What are you doing here?
I got stuff to do.
What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
I'm here to stabilize it.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes. Vilana, I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
We can solve this more effectively together.
You are stupid, aren't you?
Yes.
Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional. I'll destroy you. And Tuvok's mind with you.
That escalated quickly.
Personal shield losing power.
He has raised defenses to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Did that work? Oh, I guess it did.
Enemy targets on sensors.
I'm in
He has raised
control
defenses
here.
to protect himself. Use one of the engineering consoles to press your attack.
Enemy targets on sensors.
He's pretty tough for an ensign.
Quickly use the controls to restore the warp core. This will strengthen my mental defenses. Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You you may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
Yeah, that made a lot of sense. Oh crap. More of that stuff. Go to crew deck.
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their Katras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
Sounds like fun. Are you a Katra woman? Nope. Oh. Hello, 7 of 9. Are you a Katra?
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Voyager is in danger from species 8472. We need to liberate Tuvok. He's being held, locked in the ready room.
I have no reason to trust you, but this
seems logical.
familiar somehow.
I have no reason to trust you, but
Why am I
I'm
in
going
the
to
crew
trust
quarters?
you.
I should be in my regeneration alcove.
Tuvok can explain. Here, he can communicate through this pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise caution as species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Okay, that sounds logical. I have no reason to trust you, so I'm going to trust you. I mean, that's just so funny.
That is Borg technology. But the presence of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
These are Undine Borg.
Assimilated Undine. They may be a reflection of the unconscious fears of species 8472.
Sure. It's a very trippy place. Let's go to the bridge. It's Cooper!
Oh, you're here. Let's just get this over with.
That would be great. Let's just do that then right now, apparently.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
That was kind of simple, and maybe too easy. Tuvok, you're in a cocoon.
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind, for the time being. We must end the mind meld and consider our next course of action. Now that we have removed Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
I agree. Let's end this. Leave the mind meld.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
Weren't you wearing a different uniform?
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
Okay. I will handle the sensors. Uh-oh. Omega.
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Tuvok, I'm getting an error from operations. The Omega Protocol lockdown is in effect.
We must still be in the meld.
Uh-oh.
Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
What do we do?
You don't belong here.
We fight.
On sensors. Flanking damage detected.
Tuvok, we got a problem.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the Mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Uh-huh. Okay. Is this the transporter? Yep. Let's go to astrometrics. Enter the astrometrics lab.
Cooper is trying to block your progress. Look for another path.
I didn't do anything. Ghosts. Zombies.
Enemy targets on
Kill them.
In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning board vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts, metaphorically speaking, of course.
What I like about this Delta Quadrant series is there's background stories like this that let us know of past episodes in Voyager, like that one, so that we can remember, you know, what happened and why things are happening now, which is very cool. It's kind of a look back at the episodes. I like that. They paid a lot of attention to detail. Obviously, somebody had to rewatch the entire series so that they could get these details right. Pretty cool. Endless hallways. Oh, I think I just came back out of where I needed to go.
Cooper is attempting to distort your path again. Keep searching.
Okay. Oh, some ghosts. Trying to be careful. You never know what's around the corner. Also getting lost because I have to keep running into brick walls or doors, brick doors.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
I sense we keep running into brick walls, Tuvok. How much? I don't know how much progress that is. Okay, that's space. Accolade complete to Dreamcatcher. That's not a good place to be, and neither is this because here's ghosts. Unlock Astrometrics Lab. Engage manual unlock. Ghosts. Charge flume capacitor. I've always wanted to charge a flume capacitor. I've always wanted to descale a herring. Well, he took care of all of them. Well, nice. I want to recouple the decoupler. Astrometrics Lab. Track Cooper. Please enter your stellar cartography request. Check grid 124 octant. According to Voyager's logs, this is a location of Tuvok's previous mind meld with 7 of 9. Okay. That's not it. Let's try the Sobras. After Voyager left the Sobras system early in its journey home, Tuvok experienced a traumatic mind meld with crewman Lon Sutter. At this time, Voyager had not yet encountered the Undine. Okay, let's go to Class 17 Nebula. Voyager encountered a Class 17 Nebula in 2373. At this time, Tuvok was suffering from an engrammatic virus and entered a mind meld with Captain Janeway so that the captain could help him trace and resolve the source of the virus, which extended to his tenure aboard the Excelsior under Captain Sulu. This is not related to the Undine incursion. Check memory of Necrit Expanse. The Necrit Expanse is an area on the edge of Borg space. It is located near an unstable corridor the Undine used to make incursions into our dimension. The quantum singularities in that area of space make it easily subject to incursions by the Undine. Logic suggests that this would be an ideal location for them to use as a fleet staging area. There we go. That's where we're going. Here.
There.
There. Everywhere.
We have him.
Yeah, are we out of the mind meld now?
Cooper has broken the link. The meld can end.
But is it really at an end, or are we still in it? Because that would be just totally messed up. I guess we're out of it. Talk to Tuvok.
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation.
Sounds like a plan.
Please join me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
Okay, good. This I can do. Let's go to the Northwest Passage.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Good. Let's return to our ship. Look at that. Our ships are about the same size, I guess.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472. We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
Okay. So I gotta scan singularities, basically, till I find the right one. Well, that won't be dangerous at all. Oh, and I have to play a little mini game too. Okay, that one's unstable. Need to get closer. Nope. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Oh, we got some Undine here. I don't want to go to battle with them, though. Oh, that one works. Good, let's go in. We're in fluidic space. Been here before.
We need to reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter.
Gyri.
While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware. This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Okay.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structures you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
Well, we're not defeated yet. Disable Cooper's bioship. Okay, let's take care of this one first.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh. He did a flipperoo on me.
Target shield has failed.
They're all doing flipperoos.
Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Target shields have failed. Right shield failing. 4 shields failing. Left shield failing.
I'm taking a lot of damage, but not doing extremely well here. I've got a lot of Undine ships on me.
Rear shields failing.
That bioship is specifically created to command an Undine fleet. Note the pods where the other ships are growing.
Wow, I actually blew up. That was kind of rough. Somebody mentioned with the timeline stabilizer, I should definitely use it when I need, after I've used all my bridge officer effects, if I need to reduce the cooldown timer for the bridge officer effects, the ones that it controls, because that's the real benefit of that console.
Ship is under attack.
Not a bad idea. Oh, almost got him. That was kind of rough. Alright, let's disable Cooper's bioship. This big thing, I think we have to get close here. Disrupt shielding mantle, yep.
Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Target shields have failed.
I hate those things.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Dang, I can't fly how I need to. Okay, let's get on board. That was rough. I apologize.
We
for
are
that.
close to Cooper's position, but the bioship is blocking transport in the area closest to the central nexus. We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a...
Yeah, we're gonna make it cough. I'm waiting for the Undine, yeah, to crawl out of the walls. Because that's what they do.
Flanking damage detected.
Did we get them all? Okay, let's go this way.
The muscles controlling this passage will not release. We will need to find control ganglia we can use to trigger a reflex response and open the door.
Or we can make it sneeze. More ending? Yep. Nice. Let's hit this one. Okay. Are any Undine gonna come down? I think not. Okay, let's get inside.
Cooper
this
should be
thing.
in the chamber just beyond this door.
Okay.
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
I'm ready. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, bioship influence. Okay, we gotta kill Undine while he does the thing. Okay.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Keep doing your thing, Tuvok. I'll take care of the Undine.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster.
Flanking damage detected.
Tuvok, he's over there. Oh, there we go, right in the middle of him.
You must protect me from Undine attacks
Well,
while I
I'm
concentrate.
trying. There's a lot of them.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Yeah, thanks. I am trying. Oh, you're doing all right.
The ship is resisting the meld. I must move to another neural cluster. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Get all this loot. Don't want to leave it behind. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm stuck. I can't move.
Enemy combatants in
Did we did it? Did we did it? I think we did it.
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind.
He's mind melding with the ship.
Communication link established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
The weak will perish. Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him! We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive. We don't need them! The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
Sounds almost
They
like those
are weak. I will save us.
The pack ladies.
What?
We are strong.
No! Together, we are strong. You will be repurposed. No!
Wow. So Tuvok convinced all of the Undine to unite against the Iconians.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
That was cool. Now that's the end of the Undine, I think. We finally defeated Cooper.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses.
Oh, wonderful.
Part of the ship and crew that define the most challenging aspects of my existence. Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands.
And
Live
thus,
long and prosper.
Okay. Farewell, Admiral. And thus is our introduction to the Delta Quadrant, where we have successfully already, in this one mission, dealt with and fixed the entire Undine problem with us. That's right. No longer are they a threat. We have concluded that situation. So let's warp out. Our very first mission in the Delta Quadrant, and we make peace with the Undine. I mean, come on. Are we not awesome? Let's contact the command.
With Cooper gone, the Undine won't have a leader pushing them toward war with our forces. I wonder why he was so set on this conflict. We still don't know exactly how long Cooper had been replaced by an Undine, or if the original Cooper is still alive. Perhaps this Undine saw something during his time among us that convinced him that the only way to secure the safety of his people was to destroy ours. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Remember the Xindi attack on Earth in the 22nd century? They were told by the Sphere Builders that they had to destroy Earth to save themselves. It turned out that Sphere Builders were using the Xindi as a tool in their own destructive plans. We know the Iconians have manipulated the Undine. Maybe they were the ones pushing Cooper to attack.
Maybe. Alright, we are going to get a fluidic anti-proton assault dense beam Mark 13 crit D times 3. Say that 3 times fast. It does anti-proton damage. Not my favorite type of weapon. Let's see. It does stuff. We can try it out, but I don't think I'm going to be using it much.
Congratulations, Admiral.
We're being held by Admiral Quinn, so we've now been promoted to 55. Promotion to Starfleet Admiral. We will definitely take that on. Let's go back to Earth and do some stuff here. Because hitting 55 is a pretty big deal. And we are literally now 5 grades away from 60, which is the highest in the game. However, the XP kind of drops off now, and getting to 60 from here is a little bit slower. But, thankfully, we do have the Admiralty system, which will help give us some more XP. So let's go to Quinn first, do this promotion, get our new officer, and then we'll look at adding some Admiralty missions, looking at our costume, and seeing what's next. So let's go Admiral Quinn, right around here. Admiral Quinn, medicine woman. And here we go. Congratulations, you have reached the upper ranks of Starfleet, and I am honored to serve at your side. You still have challenges ahead of you, but I am confident that you will be able to do anything you set out to do. Gold members have earned a retraining token, blah blah. We are free to play. We don't get a retraining token. We don't get anything. We don't get a new ship. We're left out to dry. We got a free costume change, and that's it. We are left out to dry. Now I can get a new officer. Let's see what I got here. I've got 1, 2, 3 tax, 2 engineers, 1 science. I probably could benefit from another science officer because I need one of them. So I will choose, unless there's just something really awesome out of one of these, which there doesn't appear to be anything really awesome out of these. I'm going to choose the Betazoid Science Officer candidate, and she is a female, so that she fits in well with my crew. Excellent, we'll have another Science Officer. Whoa, she looked different than the picture. What is up with those eyes? Holy crap. Yeah, don't join just yet. We'll wait and see if we need you actually in the future. Those eyes. Wow, okay. Here we are. We are 55. Well, our rank is 55. We are not 55 years old. Starfleet Admiral. I got my bridge officer. We're good. We get nothing at 56, so nothing to look forward to in the next grade. But 55, let's just check out everything real quick. That means we have another specialization point now. Pilot is my primary, and Commando is going to be my secondary. Let's go ahead. I'll finish this tree out. We need to start putting some into Commando as well, I guess. But I don't use power cells. This would give, while aiming, let's just go ahead and keep working on pilot here for a couple more. We'll go ahead and finish out this tree, and then maybe we'll move to that one. Baccaroff plus 2.1 flight speed while in reverse, plus 20% defense while in reverse. Let's look at our traits real quick. This last trait, ground and space, does not open up till level 60, so we'll just keep waiting for that. I have no starship traits because I have no starships that have traits. I have no space traits, ground traits, or active traits because I have not done any of the reputation missions. I don't even have Omega marks or Nukara. I do have some Dyson marks. I could do like one Dyson thing. I have 30 counter command marks. I really can't do much with that yet. So no more traits I can add, no more specializations, nothing really I can do. We can do Admiralty. Definitely add some Admiralty missions here, get them going, and that will help us there. I can only do a few, and then now I'm out of ships. Look, I got 2 shuttles left. So I really don't have a lot of Admiralty missions. This one's only 17% success. Wow. Well, we'll start it and see what happens. It can't hurt, except kill my ships. Or my people, or whatever. Anyway, that's where we are. Let's take a look at our reward here. I'll sell the rest. I'll keep this one. I might demonstrate it in the next video so you can see what it does, but otherwise I'm really not going to use this weapon. I know I'm not. Assault dense beam weapons have a heavy primary fire with a short charge up. Their secondary firing mode expels a stream of fluidic energy that can jump to multiple targets over short distances. Fluidic anti-proton has a chance to repel enemies it hits while dealing a small amount of physical damage that ignores shields. I mean, obviously, if you didn't have a better weapon, this is probably a good weapon to use if you did not have a very powerful one by this point in time. This stuff I will sell on the exchange. Oh yeah, let's go look at costuming and see what our options are. Costume. Someone said I should put on the captain's uniform. I guess that's the captain's version of the Odyssey. Is that what I'm wearing now, the Odyssey? I forgot what I'm wearing. Again, we don't have extra slots for things. This one's locked. I have to join a fleet. I've only got 2 slots. I've got uniform off-duty and outfit the Audi uniform, which is what I'm using now. So I really don't have... create. Yeah, 1 additional outfits, it says. But I have to have a fleet. Okay, so yeah. I don't have any more options. I can just modify what I'm wearing here. Uniform. Let's see what we've got here. We've got... I'm using Odyssey right now, which I think looks good. So what's this captain's thing? We've got Antares, Intel we'd have to buy. Sierra, of course. Oh, we do have a Vice Admiral coat because we have reached Vice Admiral. So we've got that, but that's kind of an older uniform, and I don't really like it too much. See what else we've got. We've got a Deep Space Nine open. Oh yeah, that was from a reward promotional thing we got a while back. Here's the Odyssey one. That's what I'm wearing now. We have the Next Generation film open, of course, because that's from another promotional thing I got. We've got the TNG Command variant, which is also something I opened. We got a shirt simple. I don't see a Captain Odyssey uniform. Somebody said I would have access to that as free-to-play character. All I see is Odyssey. I don't see anything called Captain Odyssey. Captain Odyssey. With white shoulders or something like that. I don't see that here. It wouldn't be a tight jacket, would it? No. No. All I have is Odyssey. That's it. I don't see anything else. Can change our rank, of course. I don't need a shoulder pad. Yeah, I don't know. Don't see anything like that. Uniform pants loose Odyssey. I mean, all I have is just regular Odyssey. I don't have anything else. So I'm not sure what the person was talking about because I don't see anything here. We just double check. Okay, I mean, all good things. Antares, Bajoran, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise. I mean, there's Odyssey. That's what I'm wearing now. Huh. Section 31, Sierra Black, Sierra Experimental. Nothing called Odyssey Captain. Let's go real quick. We'll just double check. We can go to uniform. We can select. We got off-duty, formal wear, beach wear, club wear, uniform. Obviously, it would be under uniform if it's a uniform. Well, I don't see it. All I see is Odyssey. If you guys see something I'm not seeing or have suggestions on what I could do to improve the Odyssey uniform, you know, like a Captain's Odyssey uniform or something like somebody mentioned I would have, because I don't see it, so I don't know where it's at or what. I've looked here and I don't see it. So let me know what you guys might want to see out of a future uniform design for right now, I'll just go ahead and change my rank, because now I'm not Admiral, I'm Vice Admiral. Am I Vice Admiral? Or Admiral? I think I'm only Vice Admiral, right? Or am I Admiral? Hold on real quick, let's see. No, I'm Admiral. I became Starfleet Admiral. So what do I come at 60? I become Fleet Admiral. I guess they don't have a Fleet Admiral icon, but I'm an Admiral. I guess they don't have a Fleet Admiral rank. Modify uniform rank is Admiral. I am an Admiral now, so I have Admiral rank, but when I hit 60, I don't have a Fleet Admiral. I mean, not Fleet. Yeah, Fleet Admiral. I guess I don't have a Fleet Admiral rank for it. I don't know how that works. Otherwise, I don't know what else to do appearance-wise. I like the Odyssey uniform. I mean, if there was a different Odyssey uniform, I would try it out, but I don't have access to it as a free-to-play character. So I'll just fix my rank. So if my rank now says Admiral, at least I'm up to date on that. You guys let me know if there's another look you want me to try, or some kind of different uniform I don't know about that I have access to, or could have access to if I could access it somewhere, or whatever. I don't know what all that's about. Very limited in terms of costuming on free-to-play character, apparently, and tailor slots as well. I just don't have a lot of tailor slots as a free-to-play character, which is something I'm not used to. My other characters, I have like 50 uniforms on. 50 uniforms. I've got like tons of uniforms. Okie dokie. That's all I got for this mission, this episode. The next one will be Reunion. We're going to meet an old friend, so that should be exciting. Well, there you go, everybody. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.